Let me take you back. A man sitting under the desert sun, sleeves rolled up, hands dusty from the dead market. He is not a king, not a celebrity, not yet. Just a man, honest, trustworthy. The locals call him Al Amin, the trustworthy one. Before he was a prophet, he was a merchant. Yes, I am talking about our beloved Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He was not born into wealth. He built trust. He negotiated. He traded. He served people with excellence. And he once said, "The best of earning is that which a man earns from his own hands." So, no, Islam does not fawn upon making money. It encourages honest work, building something, serving others, because that's where Allah's help comes pouring in. But wait, before we dive deeper in, hit that subscribe button, like and share, because what you are about to hear might just shift your mindset on money forever. Let's open the door to a truth many overlooked. Money is not haram, is not the villain, it's a tool, and like any tool, it depends on how you use it. Let me tell you about two giants of Islamic history. First, Uthman ibn Affan radiallahu ta'ala anhu, one of the wealthiest Sahaba. He once funded an entire army with 900 camels, 100 horses from his own pocket. And when the people had no water, he bought a well and gave it to the public. What did the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam says about him? Nothing will harm Usman after this day. That's legacy. That's wealth used right. Now meet Abdurrahman ibn Auf radiallahu ta'ala anhu. He migrated to Medina with nothing, no handouts, no pity. He just said, "Show me the marketplace." Soon, his caravans would shake the ground of Medina. He gave away gold, land, livestock, not for fame, but for Allah. These were not just rich men, they were righteous. They understood wealth is a taste, not a trophy. So, the real question is not how much you have, it's how did you get it and where does it go. If it came through halal work, through honest trade, through service that help others, then it's more than money. It's barakah, divine blessing. But if it came through lies, shortcuts, or haram paths, even if it looks impressive, it carries a curse, not a blessing. That's why Islam prohibits riba, interest. It creates injustice. Gambling is breeds greed, fraud. It destroys trust, bribery. It fuels corruption. Not because Islam is strict, but because it's just. It's not about what you earn, it's about how and why. Islam teaches earn to uplift, not just indulge. Spend to serve, not just collect. Give zakat, feed the poor, free yourself from debt. Because the Prophet Muhammad said, "The upper hand is better than the lower hand." Have you ever feel like that your money disappears too quickly, like no matter how much you make, it never enough? That's the lack of barakah. But when your wealth is pure, honest, and given in Allah's way, it stretches, it blesses, it lasts. So, how do you attract barakah? Through halal income, zakat and sadaqah, trust in Allah, gratitude and dua, and always fairness in dealings. Islam is not anti-money, it's a pro-ethics, it's pro-purpose, it's about being wealthy the right way. Your money is a taste, a tool, and a trust. And when you use it right, it becomes your ladder to Jannah. May Allah increases our rizq in both dunya and akhirah. Ameen. If this video opened your eyes, let me know in comment. And what's one money lesson you have learned from Islam? And do not forget to like, subscribe, and share with someone who needs to hear it. Inshallah, see you next Sunday with another powerful episode. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.